I told you so.
Thanks. Thank you. But
Where are you now? Did you pick it up?
let's just sleep here. That'll do. Can you tell I'm still really tired from my previous night in the woods? So this was my first attempted night in a hammock, and I've got to say I absolutely love the hammock, but as that opening clip of my girlfriend saying "I told you so" might indicate, it was a terrible choice of location. Firstly, I hadn't even got unpacked before... Oh, that's really not good, is it? Okay. Okay, that's about as bad a start as you could possibly have. I don't know if it was audible to the camera, but just as I was going to show you my stuff laid out, just to show you it's a super basic camp, I'm here really just to see how I get on trying to sleep in the hammock itself. And immediately a tractor starts circling around outside the woods. I don't know if I've been spotted, I don't have any idea what was going on or why, exactly as I started to do stuff here. So I'm going to keep it quiet. I've got my microphone on, so hopefully I don't have to shout loud over to the camera. And basically what I did, as the tractor was circling, I tried to scramble together all of my gear and put it in my rucksack so that there weren't any reflective surfaces, nothing shiny out on show. The setup process would normally be quite a big part of a video like this for me. However, the hammock is incredibly simple. Just wrap some straps around a tree and then clip the hammock to them. Plus, well, I hope you'll forgive me for keeping it quiet and very swift here. It was a real shame that the evening started like that, because it of course put me on the defensive straight away, and I absolutely love the hammock so far. So rather than being all jolly and light-hearted, I of course was keeping it very tense and calm. This is just a clip of the actual process of setting up the hammock. It really is as simple as just threading the strap through itself. I've just got a couple of clips I've thrown in here from a previous trip out setting up the hammock, just because I realised in all of the fun and games of getting this done swiftly, I forgot to get my own close-ups there in the moment. But as you can see, it really is just a case of wrap the straps around a tree and then use the clips on the hammock to attach it to an appropriate level for your comfort and general safety, I suppose. So you can see here there's always just a little bit of testing and a little bit of figuring out, but really it's as straightforward as that. And if you've got trees that are clearer of dead branches and stuff than these ones, I can only imagine how incredibly swift this process must be. To be fair, it really doesn't feel uncomfortable at all. Perhaps it's just that I've been walking up steep hills in the beating sunshine, so anything that's lying down is good right now. I'm not making this look graceful, but I am at least hopefully making it look workable. That's not part of the plan. That's what I'm learning not to do. So at this point, I tested out the hammock during the daytime a few times just to check there weren't any obvious problems with it before I disappeared up to the mountains to try and sleep in it. And on this particular occasion, I thought I'll just take it out at night and just see how I get on with it. I'm not very good at this, am I? But that's why I'm here tonight, to learn and to become good at this. In all seriousness, this is brilliant, and I am absolutely loving the hammock from the little that I've tested out of it over the last week or so. And I am curious to see, even if I don't get a wink of sleep tonight, I am curious just to lie in it for hours on end and see how my back is. I've been told that it might get cold with the wind going beneath me, but of course, once I was halfway up here, I realised I'd forgot to put my coat in my bag. So what I've got is a decent lightweight sleeping bag, and I borrowed a blanket from my other half, Samantha, and in exchange for the drink that came with my meal deal that I'm about to eat, I took this from her living room. Anyway, we'll see how that goes. A blanket and a sleeping bag, is it enough? Shouldn't get too cold out here, hopefully. So anyway, what a strange start to the night that was. I just could not believe it. Literally, no sooner had I got everything laid out to show you what I was bringing with me, the sound of vehicles right on the doorstep, basically. And as I was just scouting out the area about 10 minutes ago, just checking there wasn't anybody milling around in the shadows, like right now, you might hear a road in the distance, but basically there's not much going on. About 10 minutes ago, out of nowhere, a load of sheep suddenly became extremely vocal, we'll say that much. So, yeah, I don't know what disturbed them, or if they saw somebody that they assumed was a farmer, or what was going on, but I'll be honest, I didn't like it because it suggested something or someone was disturbing the peace, not very far from here. Anyway, I think what I'm going to do now, I'm going to have a moment of absolute calm. I'm going to obsessively listen out to every creak and possible footstep for miles around. I'm going to have my little meal deal crisps and a wrap. And then I think I'll record one of my bonus videos for channel members and that. Just I'm trying to make everything sort of related and all the content sort of flow into each other. But so far, I love it. I won't lie to you, my friends, having got a successful bit of recording to camera done and then lying back with a packet of crisps, deliberately lounging around at different angles in the hammock, sometimes with my legs hanging over, with my arms tucked in, my arms hanging over, just to see what was comfortable. This was probably the peak of the entire night. And to be honest, as I say, I really just wanted to spend a good few hours out in the hammock specifically, just to test out how my back would feel and all the rest of it. I think you can tell just how thrown off I was by the weird vehicle moment at the start of this trip, by the fact I don't have a proper introduction clip to the hammock itself, which is sort of the whole point of why I'm out here, to test it. And as you've seen, this is a simple nature fun hammock with that built-in bug net. I know normally I'd have a tarp over the top of me to protect me from rain and maybe bugs falling out of the trees and so on, but ultimately I just wanted this to be completely simple and straightforward, and that is exactly what it was. As you saw, that setup process, really nice and quick and easy. So I thought as the evening started to get on, I was already tired. Like I say, I'd had some nights out in the wilderness prior to this during the week, and I thought let's just get everything wrapped up, keep it nice and calm and simple. And you can see surprisingly effective hiding of my backpack underneath the hammock there on that tree. So what I thought I'd do is leave my tripod on my water bottle as a distraction away from where my actual good stuff was, hidden in my bag for the night. But as you'll see, it didn't really matter in the end. So it's currently 9 o'clock at night, and there have been so many people in the woodland walking by. Not stopping, not up to mischief, I don't think, just generally walking and talking. But it's definitely made me think this is gonna be a night for as little torchlight as humanly possible. So yeah, let's get in. So this little clip here is actually sped up 20 times, and to be completely honest with you again here, I think due to my tiredness in general, I could have probably just gone straight to sleep, and had it not been for the fact that my phone was on the tripod recording me, making me more concerned about falling asleep and leaving that out in the open for somebody to run away with, or for a fox to steal and start a YouTube channel, well, as you can see, I think I could have just gone to sleep right here, right now. Apologies for the image quality here. I've got my alarm set for around 5 AM, being looked on by the infrared light of the trail cam. And as you can see here at 9:30, the light is radically dropping. The image quality also, I'm sure, is appalling because of that. But I am basically settled for the night, and I'm just sort of wrapped around in the sleeping bag rather than in it at the moment. I have put that blanket, the yellow blanket, beneath the main part of my back and my bum, So hopefully that will keep a little bit of the chill off. But like I say, tonight is all about learning and figuring it out. Hopefully you just heard that owl screeching away. I was just trying to do a little bit of in-hammock filming to say this is brilliant, I am loving tonight so far. However, there's some haunting noises going on, and my goodness, that owl was a perfect example. Right there, my friends, I'm just about 10 feet away from the hammock. I'm going to stand up. Look at this. Oh, there's a light. Hang on, let me try and zoom in. Oh, where is it? Right, I'm going to radically cut this story short because I don't want this to be a spooky camping adventures video. That's not what this is about. I love the hammock. The hammock is the focus, and I love sleeping in the hammock. Anyway, I woke up, I saw the moonlight streaking in through the trees and thought, oh, a great opportunity to test the night mode photos on my new phone. So I went just a few feet away from the hammock to take those photos, and I accidentally switched on the phone light instead, and of course immediately became the one major light source in the absolute darkness of the woods. Within seconds, maybe a few hundred feet away from me, I saw two dim light sources, and obviously my heart sank. One of them stayed stationary and one disappeared, so perhaps the one might have been something way off in the distance that just looked like it was in the trees. But then when the other appeared after maybe 20 seconds or so, it was clearly bobbing around, it was clearly moving, and as far as I was concerned, I'm not interested in hanging around getting spooky footage, waiting for lights to come and get me in the dark. So I just thought, you know what, my girlfriend was 100% correct here. She said, you know full well there are people potentially going to be in these woods who have various problems, they may not have a clear mind, etc, etc. And I thought, I'm just getting out of here. And I absolutely stumbled through the darkness because I got myself into that little slightly worked up state. And I ended up with 40 minutes of excess recording as I was wandering my way down to civilization, which at least did give rise to some humorous moments when I was on the phone to my girlfriend, just basically making sure that she was awake and saying, look, you're going to have an unscheduled visitor here, so please make sure that I can get in and the key isn't in the door. So all in all, it was a perfect night in terms of the hammock. The hammock, I absolutely love it. I will leave an Amazon affiliate link down in the description to it, so if you buy through that, I will get a commission. So as I always say, it's a great way to support these videos if you're looking at getting something like this anyway. I'll leave a couple of those phone call clips at the end of this video. And ultimately, I suppose, I'd just like to say my usual massive thanks to all of my supporters, whether that's PayPal, Patreon, YouTube channel memberships, Facebook subscriptions, and so on. I really cannot thank you all enough, and I hope that you'll enjoy many more outdoor adventure videos to come, both in the wonderful, beautiful daylights on the mountaintops and out in the spooky woods at night, wishing that I was absolutely anywhere else. In all seriousness, though, thank you for absolutely everything, my friends. Until the next time, keep it interesting, keep it hammock worthy, don't keep it inadvertent phone light worthy, and of course, my friends, farewell. See ya.
I told you so.
Thanks. Thank you.
Where are you now? Did you pick it up?
No. I've literally been walking down the back lanes in absolute darkness after leaving the woods in a completely nonsensical direction.
No,
So-
I've been on the FaceTime.
Right. As you might be able to tell, I've hit the main road, so I'll let you go.
Right, okay. You all right now?
Yeah. No, now I'm in civilization. I'm happy.
Okay.
Ooh.
All right then.
Right. Love you. See ya.
All right.